The air was thick with the stench of rot, and every breath felt like a betrayal. Her back pressed against the cold, damp wall. She clenched her jaw to keep her teeth from chattering. Somewhere beyond the door, the low groans of the undead echoed through the empty halls. Her name was Anna, though it felt like a lifetime since anyone had called her that. Her legs were numb from crouching, and her fingers trembled as they gripped the rusted pipe she'd found earlier. She couldn't afford to make a sound. Not now, not when the night was closing in. A sudden thud made her heart stop. Something was in the hallway. She held her breath, her ears straining to pick up the slightest movement. The shuffling grew louder, closer. As the first shadows of night crept through the cracks in the boarded-up windows, she closed her eyes. The darkness behind her lids was no safer than the one outside. It carried her back to the beginning, to the day the world fell apart. It had been a Tuesday. The sun was shining, and the streets were alive with the hum of everyday life. She'd been on her way to school, laughing with her friends, oblivious to the storm brewing on the horizon. At first it was just a news report, a strange illness in a distant city. Then it was the neighbor's dog foaming at the mouth and attacking anyone who came near. By the time the first human cases appeared, it was too late. The streets became war zones overnight. People turned on each other, desperate for supplies or safety. She'd watched her parents barricade the doors, their faces pale with fear. That was the last time she saw them. She'd learned to move silently, to scavenge for food in abandoned stores, to trust no one. Survival had become her only goal, but it came at a cost. The girl she used to be was gone, buried under the weight of the apocalypse. A guttural growl snapped her back to the present. Her eyes flew open. The door handle rattled. They were here. Anna's breath hitched as the door handle rattled harder. The groans on the other side grew more insistent, a sickening chorus of hunger and decay. She tightened her grip on the rusted pipe, muscles coiled, ready to fight, even if she knew it was hopeless.